Getting work done on your home? Do not pay sales tax on capital improvements. You don't have to pay sales tax on anything like getting a new roof, getting a deck installed, doing your basement, getting hardwood floors installed. Do not pay sales tax on the labor to do those capital improvements. So welcome to Heritage Wealth Planning YouTube channel, my friends, the place where you learn how to save taxes when you don't have to pay. So don't forget to log in. Don't forget to subscribe, then hit the bell to be notified for future content. So I'm taking one of my kids to school, and I'm listening to one of my favorite podcasts, the most useful podcast ever by Popular Mechanics. And lo and behold, some guy who lives in New York State was getting hardwood floors installed in his house. And he was saying his contractor had a line item in there for sales tax on the labor. And this guy said, I don't have to pay sales tax on the labor. And the cost was going to be $900. So the guy from Popular Mechanics said, and the contractor said, well, show me. I don't know that to be true. And he showed him, and I'll show it to you right quick, how in New York State, you do not have to pay sales tax on capital improvements. Now, you have to pay sales tax on the goods to make those improvements, but not the labor itself. And that was a savings of $900 for this guy from the Popular Mechanics podcast, the most useful podcast ever. And $900. And the question that this guy had, and one I'd asked too, is like, yeah, do you think the contractor really did not know that? Or is he just trying to get something by you? And now, look, there's lots of good contractors. The guy who did our basement gym, love him to death, recommend him to anybody. Yeah, he wasn't cheap, but man, it's worth every penny. And love him to death, trust him implicitly. Any work I would have done in my home, he's the guy that I'm going to. But with that said, the facts are you need to know how much you're paying. And if you're paying sales tax on capital improvements, most likely you're paying too much. So let's dive right into the New York State one. And this, I looked at Georgia, I looked at New Jersey, and I looked at New York State. So in Georgia, there is no sales tax on services, none whatsoever. And anything that you're going to use is a service, any kind of labor cost for sure. No sales tax on that. So if you look at your line item on your tax and it says sales tax for labor, that's the wrong answer. That's just a way for the contractor to take more of your money and is not going to the state for sales tax. I'm telling you right now. In New York, actually, it's pretty nice because they actually specifically state what is and what is not requirements for capital improvements, which are not used for sales tax. So this is a publication, not 862, Sales and Use Tax Classifications of Capital. I keep saying capital improvements and repairs to real property. So let's go down here. I want to share with you something right quick. If a contractor does a capital improvement for a customer, and a customer provides a contractor with properly collected certificate of capital improvement, no sales tax is required to be collected from the customer. All right. On the other hand, when a contractor performs a job that constitutes a repair, maintenance, or installation service to real property, sales tax must be collected. And so now they go down to what is considered listing of capital improvements and repair, maintenance, installation services. Let's just go down here, and you can see it's pretty sweet, actually. They give you a list of all the different things. Here's air conditioning. This right here is a capital improvement. This is a repair and installation. Original installation or complete replacement of through-the-wall mounting units is a capital improvement. Thus, no sales tax collected on the labor. Now, again, someone's got to buy the air condition unit itself. There could be a sales tax on that for sure. Now, some contractors get it sales tax free. I don't know how that works for your specific state or contractor. But if they're charging you a pass through for the sales tax, I'd want to see with the receipt that they actually paid the sales tax for sure. Just because if they can get a sales tax free, you shouldn't pay a sales tax when they're getting a sales tax free. In fact, some of the research I've done on that says that happens quite a bit, as a matter of fact. So just keep that in mind. If you're getting air conditioning unit installed and the guy says, hey, it's $1,000 sales tax, I need to pass it through to collect from you, I'd ask for the line item. Let me see the receipt that shows the sales tax paid. If there is no receipt that shows sales tax paid, I'm not paying it. That's all there is to it. Now, if the contractor says, I need to get a sales tax for the labor done on the air condition, then you say, nope, here we go from the state of New York. Original installation or complete replacement of through-the-wall mounted units is not subject to sales tax because it is a capital improvement. Bathrooms, here you go. Repair of cabinets, that is subject to sales tax because that is a repair, maintenance, or installation. but complete installation or replacement of cabinets, and you can see all this. Even a toilet is not subject to sales tax. And the one thing that was pretty interesting, central air conditioning, same thing, replacements of complete central air conditioning units. You got it. Decks right here, installation and complete replacement of decks. I want to see if they have floors on here. Electrical, all electrical stuff. Let's see. Fireplaces, floor coverings right here. Installation of carpet tile, carpet padding, linoleum, vinyl floor covering, blah, blah, blah. As the initial finished covering is considered a capital improvement, whereas installation of carpet more than 6 months after building is otherwise. So you'd have to look at that. But installation or complete replacement of flooring such as hardwood floors right there. Installation or complete replacement of floorings is a capital improvement. I see capital improvement. Not sure why I'm having such a hard time saying that. Let's go to the state of New Jersey here. Sales tax and home improvements, the same kind of thing. When you have work done on your real property, building, or land, this work can be a capital improvement, a repair, or maintenance. Sales tax rules differ for each type of work done to your real property. This bulletin explains the sales tax rule that applies in each case. So you can go through this, but here's the capital improvements. All new construction, new siding, new heating systems, rewiring. Let's see if they talk about clearing land, flagpole, new central air conditioning, new doors, in-ground swimming pool, solar energy windows, barbecue pit even. So you can see that's all capital improvements, which are not subject to sales tax in the great state of New Jersey. And then I'm not sure if I have, no, I don't. I must have got rid of the one at Georgia. In Georgia, anything that's service related is not subject to sales tax. Obviously, you'd have to do your own due diligence on this for sure to dissect that to make sure it's applicable to your state. All right, but at the end of the day, if it's subject to capital improvements, you're replacing your cabinetry. You're not just finishing them, you're replacing them. You're replacing your floors. You're replacing a deck. You're replacing an air conditioning unit. You're replacing a roof. That is considered a capital improvement, and thus it's not subject to sales tax. Do not get swindled and say you're paying for the labor sales tax on that labor, because it's simply not true. Now, again, your state might be different. I just showed you 3 examples here today: New York, New Jersey, and Georgia. And that can save you a boatload of money, like that guy was talking about, $900. So if you're interested in this guy's podcast, it's not this guy, it's a couple of people, the most useful podcast ever from Popular Mechanics. They got another podcast too, off the top of my head, I can't remember, but pretty good stuff in there. Some fluff, but Popular Mechanics, I'd say a third of the magazine is absolutely fantastic. There's a lot of fluff in there. They kind of went a little bit to the left during the last presidential campaign, and that kind of ticked me off, actually, because I don't need my Popular Mechanics taking the political side for sure, especially when comes stuff with like solar and stuff. I just, again, that area has been way, way, way overpromised and undelivered for so long, and I was kind of disappointed to see Popular Mechanics fall on hook, line, and sinker for solar and wind, and it just isn't there. Anyway, so I hope you like this the episode. As always, if you like what you see here, don't forget to subscribe down below. Watch your bottom line, my friends, and then don't forget to hit the bell to be notified. Comments are always welcome. Thumbs up help me immensely with a YouTube algorithm, so definitely put some comments and thumbs up. And then don't forget to go to the blog post at heritagewealthplanning.com. We'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.